All right, what's up? What's up? What's up? There you go, D. Lamar. What you gonna tell the people?
Yo, what's up, y'all? Check this out. I got my I got my two brothers here. Three of us in all. I want to welcome y'all to two and a half niggas, y'all. We're gonna be talking about all the hot trending topics. Hey, we're gonna be perfectly honest about things. But remember, our honesty is our opinions. So we want to hear y'all opinions also. So first we got Uncle G, y'all,
What's
coming
up? What's
straight out of
up?
coming straight out of Augusta, GA. Then we got J Man, Joshua Brown,
What
all the way
up?
from San Diego, California. You got myself, D. Lamar, residing in Atlanta, Georgia, by way of Chi-Town, Gary, Indiana, y'all. So, what y'all fellas got on your mind tonight?
Well, bro. Like I said, I know this is a new thing we doing. Everybody, this is going to be a new podcast we kicking out. So we just, three brothers speaking our mind. We just talking about a little bit of everything that's trending in social media, trending in the news, trending in finance. It's just an all well-rounded show. We're just trying to get the stuff off our minds so y'all can see, what we thinking. I just want to know what y'all think too. What's up, Josh?
I don't know. Well, are we talking about current events right now?
It's up to you. What's on your mind right now?
What y'all need to think about that? I'm not sure y'all seen it about that one female. She went to I guess
Mexico
Mexico,
and get killed.
Daniqua Robinson or Robbins.
Yeah,
They got killed, man.
yeah. Let me pull that up. But yeah, I remember seeing that today. I know they done started a GoFundMe for, and it's already at 19. I think they want 20,000, but I think it's at 19 something now. Matter of fact.
Well,
Well, no,
I'm
because
not sure how
actually,
many. I'm not sure how many GoFundmes they have, but oh boy, Curry
yeah,
donated
Kyrie,
to yeah,
Kyrie Irving,
Kyrie.
yeah, he
Yeah,
donated $65,000.
yeah. So I'm not sure how true that is, but according to social media, it rose up to 128K, 128,000.
Oh
So
yeah,
that's pretty big, and they only asked for what 20K.
yeah. I think it was 20,000 they was looking for. Yeah.
Wow.
Now, did her body already come back to the United States? Because I heard it was charging them six thousand
Yeah,
dollars to
yeah.
bring
The
the body
mom had
back.
to pay 6,000.
Yeah.
Well,
You know what I
to
mean?
do respects to her, her name is Shanquilla Robinson.
Sanquilla.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shanquilla Robinson, just to do respect to her name.
Yeah, and it's sad, man. You know, you going on vacation, supposed to be your friends, so-called friends, and you end up dead, man.
Yeah, it's almost like us three going on a trip and only two of us coming back, and then we lie about
Yeah, we lie about it, man. You know what I
it.
mean?
Yeah, that's crazy. Because what
And
it says that Shanquilla's friends that she had gotten sick with alcohol poisoning, but later on she learned that there was a fight, meaning her mother. They're talking about her mom,
Mhm.
and the autopsy found that she had injuries to her spinal cord and neck. Crazy.
Wow. And see, my thing is how long they've been knowing each other, right? Because you know how some people, and I'm not sure how they met. You know how sometimes you meet certain people in college or maybe at a job,
Yeah, I
and you
think they
probably
met
know
in
maybe
college.
in college,
Yeah, I think they
and
met in college.
and you may know probably two or three people out of the crowd, out of that group, but the rest of the people you don't know. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
how
yeah.
many how many how many people? It was what total of six.
Six or
Uh,
seven. I think it
let's
was
see.
seven.
It says who are Shanquilla Robinson's friends? It was six of them. Yeah, it was six
Uh,
friends. Yeah.
and they caught one of the females fighting her on video, but they said the two other females was fighting her too. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure how true that is. Yeah. So
Wow, wow. And well, all the investigators out there in the the social media world, we are not saying that anybody did anything wrong. So don't come at us. We're only reading what's in the news. So don't come at us and say we giving the wrong information or try to sue us for stuff that we don't know. So that's just our legal word of the day. We're not lawyers, we're not paralegals, we're just reading what's in the news, everybody.
Yeah, we stating things off of social media. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times, man, a lot of times you have to take certain things like from social media from like a grain of salt, man, until you actually see the real evidence. But
Exactly.
There's all different type of stuff out there, man. But
And if y'all try to sue me, y'all ain't gonna get nothing anyway.
y'all be practicing. Y'all be practicing
Y'all right.
because
Y'all gonna be practicing.
I don't got
Shoot.
nothing in my name. I'm broke. Joshua Brown is broke.
I do see something out here says a video.
You'll be practicing.
I see something says a video purposely records Robinson being brutally beaten by another woman in an apparent hotel room with a tropical view seen from a balcony. The woman in the video is identified as Robinson, is not shown defending herself in the one-sided fight. A brief clip shows the woman identified as Robinson being punched in the head and face multiple times and thrown on the floor before more blows are raining down on her. Damn.
Y'all seen that video?
Nah.
Did you actually see
I haven't
that,
saw the
Joshua?
video yet.
Man, full blown.
Yeah.
Now it was a rumor that the so-called female that was beating her up was a transvestite, but I saw the social media. She don't. I know they do excellent work these days, man, but she don't look like a transvestite. I think that was a rumor too. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. It was probably because how she was beating her. They probably said she was beating her like a man.
Man, she was throwing full blown, and unfortunately the female, what's her name? Sanquila?
Yeah, Shanquilla. Yeah, Shanquilla.
Yeah, she wasn't fighting back, man. She was just standing there.
Is she a small person on video? Like, is she really a small person?
She's petite. Yeah, she's petite, but it seemed like both of the females was petite. The female that was fighting her, she was slightly a little bit taller, and then it was a couple of gay dudes. Because the gay dude, you could see his fingernails and all that stuff, man. And so, well, I ain't gonna say.
Well, my condolences to her family and everything, man. But so what about this next thing I want to bring up? Actually, Uncle G brought this to me about this couple, husband and wife, married for 6 years, and found out after 6 years of married that they was biological. Think about that, man.
Joshua, I'll let you talk about that one for a quick minute.
And how many years they was married?
6 years.
And then they find out they was biological brothers and sisters.
Yeah, so, from a DNA test.
And that mean, and then I think we talked about this offline. That they were both adopted.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's kind of hard. Oh man, where I'm at. Hold on a second, man.
Yeah.
Something popped up. I can't even go in there.
Yeah,
y'all still can see me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they was both adopted from birth, got separated, and throughout the years, they got back reacquainted with each other. I guess they met at a club or somewhere, a party or something, and started kicking it, chilling with each other, liked each other, started dating each other, eventually got married. I don't know what reason why they got an ancestry DNA report, but they did. Found out they was brothers and sisters, biological brothers and sisters. So what would you do about that? And matter of fact, Uncle G, what did they do? Did they get a divorce or did they stay together? Do you know anything about that?
I'm trying to see if this is the one I'm looking at right now. Um, it says I just found out that I've been dating my okay, no, this is dating. It didn't say marriage, so this might not be the one, but let me see. It said I just found out that I've been dating my biological brother for 6 years. I'm 30 and my brother is 32. I'm just going to hold on. Excuse me. You know how this internet, okay, this stuff. Oh, there we go. It says boom, 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 boom. I'm just going to call him my boyfriend for the majority of this time while I type this. I feel weird about this. I was adopted as a baby, but I do not know. I mean, I did not know that I was adopted until I was in high school. It did not feel. I mean, I do not feel betrayed or care much. I love my parents, and my parents love me. Who cares if they are not my real parents? My boyfriend was also adopted when we met, and it was the one thing that we sort of bonded over. We both didn't learn we were
Yeah,
adopted until high
man.
school, and we both was lucky and had good families. We're not let me see. We were not passed around from foster home to foster home. Our relationship was great and it is still great. We understand each other very fast. I mean, we understood each other very fast. We were attracted to each other quickly. I've never met someone and felt immediate attraction or familiarity. Now I know that I know that the comfortable and familiarity is because he's my brother, not my half brother. He is my full brother. And we have done everything a couple that has been together for 6 years could do. We said we loved each other. We had sex. We've celebrated anniversaries. We met each other's families. I'm just glad that we both agreed early on that we did not want to have kids, so it never happened. I don't know what to deal with when it comes to our health risks and have a risk of children. To them, this is our parents or siblings. So um, they're saying
I'm
right
a,
now, at least she's saying that they might stay together.
my thing is, why even bring it up?
What you mean,
I
bring it
mean,
up?
I mean, why even bring it up I mean, to the public? Why even talk about it? You know what I mean? Because they're not going to split. They're not going to have kids. Why even talk about it?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I
Maybe they
Um,
mean?
just want.
Not
Maybe
not
they just want
everybody
other people's
know,
opinion.
huh?
Maybe they just want other people's opinion of what they think about.
Well, I mean, evidently they already decide, what they're gonna
well,
do. You know
to
what I
go a
mean?
little further into it, Joshua, they said, okay, it said that I discovered it when we did a DNA test thing to see our ancestries and what exactly we are. Um, I ordered two for us. We spit into the tube and sent it out. It took like a month for the results to come back, and I was excited to see what we were. But before I could even get to that, I saw that we were siblings. I was shocked, to say it the least. I only just found out this information, and I haven't told my boyfriend. I'm really hoping they made a mistake, but things are kind of starting to make sense to me now. We always get we always get to you guys look so much alike, or he is the male version of you. Long before the test, we always gotten compared. And then it said the woman revealed that she broke the news to her partner. It freaked them out. The couple now wants to retest before making any big decisions. Woo! So
Well, I don't know. It sounds like to me, man, they try to do a money grab and probably write a book. You probably want to take other people's opinions, put that in the book. Because to me, man, I don't know. If you already made that decision, y'all gonna stay together. Y'all not gonna have no kids. Why bring it to the publicity unless unless you're gonna profit from it? You know what I
yeah.
mean? Because now everybody know your business.
Oh yeah,
You know what I
everybody know.
mean?
So now
You
they
go
gonna
to
look at
these
them like they crazy.
functions. Do they have like pictures of them?
No, no, I don't have any pictures up here.
Or
It's just the
just the
article.
names and stuff?
Yeah, no, it don't even
And
have the names. It just got the article
okay.
with her writing it.
Okay, well, so you don't have the names, don't have the pictures of them. Yeah, well,
So yeah, so
they
it can be
probably,
anybody. It can be
yeah,
anybody.
yeah, it could be anybody. But what I'm thinking is for them to just to bring it up, they probably want to have some type of meat on the bone when they write these books. You know what I mean?
It
And
could.
and grab people comment because it's a strategy. When people put out stuff, it's a strategy to look at the comments and to take other people's inputs, just so I mean that's pretty much free advice, free consultants, and all that stuff. You just pick the best comments and put that in the book or in the video, or who knows? You probably try to make a script. You know what I mean? You probably already had some type of script, but you probably missing something. You know what I mean? Let's take it to the public, and let's see what the public going to say, and
Well, D. Lamar, you
Hey
mean tell us
man,
your opinion?
huh?
D. Lamar ain't said nothing yet.
if they stay together, his sister has got some good pussy. So
Because me personally, man, I would never look at her the same, man.
Well, to
I'll
go
say,
on
damn,
just a
this
little bit
one.
longer into the conversation, this ends it. It said, I still love my boyfriend slash brother, and we have been together for 6 years. We have a house together. We have a whole comfortable life. I'm hoping that the test is wrong, and we'll do a real test soon before I'm picky. I mean, packing up. I still see him as the love of my life.
I tell you what, they gonna make a whole lot of money on OnlyFans.
Yeah,
They'll make a lot of money on OnlyFans and doing some adult shit and some porn. And
because
that's for real.
because what I'm learning with OnlyFans and with anything else, man, if you have a good story or a background story, and you go towards the OnlyFans or what have you, that it could sell. It's just one female, right? Well, it's a couple of females, right? But this one female, she was a preacher. She was the pastor, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I'm not for sure. I can't remember if she was married and then she got divorced and then she did OnlyFans. But I think she was a lingerie model, and they shunned her at the church, and she pretty much got kicked out of the church for being a pastor. So she kept on being a lingerie model, and then she eventually joined OnlyFans, and she made tons of money from doing that. All because she had a good story of being a pastor, and she's nice looking. And then it was this one female. She was like a soccer mom, and she'll go to these PTA meetings, and then and then the other soccer moms find out she was doing an OnlyFans, free publicity, man, and now she getting tons of money.
Wow.
And it is mother, and then the third one is this mother and daughter OnlyFans group, right? Now they
Yeah.
don't do anything sexual
Oh, the two
with each
black
other.
ladies?
No, it's two white ladies.
Two white ladies. Okay, I know two black
Yeah,
girls that did that.
yeah. And what they do is just talk about sex, and they talk about the sex toys and stuff like that. They pretty much just talk, and they still get tons of money, man.
Well, the
So
two
you have
black
a good
ones, the two
story.
black ones I'm talking about, they actually they don't have sex with each other, but they do, shower scenes together while they, washing each other's bodies, and they do the little same
How
conversation
motherfucker?
like the sex talk and all of that.
Yeah.
To each his
That's your
own,
world,
man.
D. Lamar. So what you think about that? Cause that's your world.
Everything I'm gonna say about that, it all revolves around money. So is a whole lot of money into that.
Yeah.
And personally, I don't find nothing wrong with it.
Well, hey,
Hey,
Yeah.
I
hey,
feel you. I feel you.
hey, I don't condone incest or nothing like that. And I'm not a biblical person. I'm a spiritual person. But according to the Bible, we all kin each other. From Adam and
Uh,
Eve have
okay.
made and recreated all other human beings. So that's all I got to say.
All right. Well, with that being
Yeah, they
said,
said we all
um,
got that gene from Lucy. They said Lucy was the actual first being. Have you heard about that?
yeah, but I want you to hold that thought, Josh,
Uh-huh.
and everybody, I want y'all to hold on. We're going to be back in a few minutes, and we're going to carry on a little bit of this biblical story. And then we got something else we're going to talk about also that D. Lamar brought up earlier about reparations. So if you out there and you think that black people deserve reparations, or if you got anything to say about this biblical story we're going to talk about, hey, in a few minutes, we'll be back to talk about it, and y'all let us know your thoughts. We'll be right back in a minute. Peace.
Okay.
All right, welcome back, everybody. All right, so like I said before we went on that commercial break, I said we're going to talk a little bit about this Adam and Eve thing because that was a hot topic in religion can be crazy. So we're not gonna really dive into it a whole lot, but we're just gonna talk about it a little bit, and we're gonna talk a little bit about this reparation of how you feel should black people get reparation. Now, the thing about Adam and Eve, D. Lamar had a comment, and we're gonna talk about it. So bring that comment up again, D. Lamar. Now, what was your thoughts on that?
Well, my thoughts about it, I guess from the last subject we was talking about the couple that didn't know that they were biological brothers and sisters. It just brought back the topic for me of, like I said, I don't condone incest or anything like that, but according to the Bible, if Adam and Eve was the first human beings on this earth and they had to procreate, um, their sons and their daughters and everything, and their sons and daughters had to procreate through their siblings, their sister. I can't remember what the sister name was that Adam and Eve have, but if it's a case like that, that means technically we all kin each other. So they was doing incest back then in the biblical ages. So I mean, I just want to know people's opinion about how they feel about that, because it's like technically we all kin to each other, knowing or not knowing, we all kin to each other. According to the biblical days and ages, if you believe in the Bible, then that means you believe in incest, even though it's not widely accepted today. But that's just how it is.
Well, I'm like you. I don't go to church, but I'm a very faithful and I'm a spiritual person too. But do I know the Bible? By no means do I know the whole Bible and this and that. I do go by, my faith and what I believe and what I think is right or wrong. But yeah, we've always heard the story about, God created the earth in 7 days. We understand that he took the rib of Adam and created Eve, and then as we talked about it a day or two ago, I did my little research. The three brothers, Cain, Abel, and Seth, and then it talked about Cain had a twin sister, and then Adam and Eve had two more daughters. Like we said, we don't remember the names, and those biblical names are sometimes hard to pronounce. But anyway, yeah, I mean I have to agree with you. If there was no one else on this earth But Adam and Eve and their children, who did Cain marry when they went off, when Adam sent them off into the mountains because he was mad about killing his brother and all of that? Who did he run into? But supposedly there were other people on this earth. So that takes it away from the incest thought, because if you do read the Bible a little bit more, when Cain was banished and he had to go into his own lands, he ran into other people, and that's how he ran into his wife. So that's the word. But don't get me into it all deep or whatever. But hey, that's my thought. I hope it wasn't incest, but yes, could it have been incest? Father laid with daughter, son laid with mama. It could have been. It could have been.
But my thing is, and I mean, I grew up in the church, and I know a little bit about the Bible. You know, I'm not an expert, but if Cain did go off to somewhere and met his wife, then who is her parent? And how do we don't know they wasn't the first one? You know what I mean? Or is there Adams and Eves in every continent?
Hey, I
mean,
told you.
And this right here is not discussed in Bible school, and you know what I mean? Because I mean, certain questions you don't even know to ask. You know what I mean? You just there just to listen. You know what I mean? Just to listen. And my thing is, like some people that do have questions, they get shunned away and don't even get the proper answer.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the pastor don't even know either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. But
like I said,
according to the Bible, if Adam and Eve was the first man and one woman, and then they had kids, then who is Adam and Eve grandkids, and where those grandkids came from, man?
Yeah. So it
You
would
know
make
what I
you
mean?
think it's incest. It would make you think it had to
Yeah.
be incest for
But
it
they
to
don't
happen.
talk
So that's
about
why.
it. If you notice, man, they don't talk about. You know, all this time that I've been going to church, and I'm not a religious person. I am a spiritual person. My beliefs, my inner beliefs, I think it's something else from what they telling us in the Bible. Some people believe in a Big Bang theory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, maybe not. Who knows, man? None of us been alive way back then, so we just assuming. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then we go based off, what these pastors is telling us that they learn also.
Yeah.
And then whoever taught the pastors, they learned it from somebody else. And then all the way down, you know what I mean? So you really don't know unless you have it documented. But
Well.
everything is BC, before Christ.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's no numbers, no documentations, no tangible stuff. So we just assuming. But we go
Well,
to
you,
these
you
churches.
did bring up a good point the other day about the slavery Bible. That was a whole. They took the King James Bible and then
Yeah.
created their own Bible so slaves would be subservient to their
Yeah.
masters.
Yeah, because slaves was property.
Yeah.
Property was money. These slaves, man, the only way out to them is suicide or to revolt, right? So the slave masters were like, man, we gotta get these slaves heads, man.
Yeah.
They keep on revolting, which they don't talk about that in history. It was tons of revolts in throughout slavery, but they don't talk about that through school or what have you. So, but they use religion to actually kind of tame the beast, just so they could obey, to actually submit to their slave masters. Man, it's real deep, man.
And see,
And once I learned that, man, I was like, don't tell me. Have we been lied to?
Yeah,
Have we
see,
bamboozled? Have we been bamboozled? You
And
know what I
with
mean?
that being said,
Start thinking,
hey,
man.
if
You know what I mean?
anybody out there who can answer those questions about Adam and Eve, and y'all know the Bible a lot better, please let us know. Because we want to know everybody's opinions. We just up here talking. We just having barbershop talk. We just talking. We just talking about a little different things. So with that being said, if y'all know something, please let us know so we can just put our opinion on it. So that kind of takes us into the next thing that we talked about also, brothers. And that was reparation for people of color. And
Not
No,
people of
no.
color,
People, not people of color.
go ahead, go ahead.
Black
Black
Ooh,
people.
Americans,
Right, black people.
black
black
African
people.
Americans.
Black
African
Americans.
Americans.
So that's a see. And to let everybody know, I'm not saying I don't agree with what they're about to tell y'all, but me personally, I don't know how it would work. And if you can get it to work, especially us as black people, hey, I'm all for it. If you can make it work and it's given to the right people and the right things are done with it, I'm cool. But they're gonna tell you their opinions, and I'm gonna just let you know how I feel about it. But anybody want to start with why y'all think reparations are needed or should be given?
I mean,
Yeah,
I could start.
yeah. Go ahead,
Do you
Josh.
want? Well, my thing is, man, we have a big wealth gap in this country right now, right? And none of the politicians is talking about it. None of the media is talking about it. But it's getting worse, man. It's not going. It's actually getting bigger. You know what I mean? And
Right.
so that's a problem, man. You know what I mean? And if your politicians not talking about it, if the media not talking about it, something need to be done, man. Grassrooted, man. The people need to talk about it, and that's what we doing, man. And the homeless problem, a lot of people don't realize 62% of Black people are part of the homeless, man. I think
Hey,
it's
Josh.
82, huh?
I don't mean to cut you off, but I don't want to stray away from the subject and matter. Talk about why you think we should have reparation. We already know it's a big gap. We already know the reason why it's a big gap. We know all that. But what is your reason why you think we should get reparation?
I'm telling you that right now, man. I'm telling you that.
Hey.
The homeless problem, the homeless problem, right? And then the
Mm-hmm.
prison problem, right?
Okay.
Those two, those two right there, man. First of all, it's systematic, and 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 it's all due to the past, right? Because of the Homestead Act, um, a lot of like like certain grants, man. Certain grants wasn't allowed for us. Slavery, free labor, right? Different policies, man, that was against us. They actually spread out the wealth gap, man, and they actually benefited white people and white and foreign white people as that, man. Foreign white people benefited from that. You know, not counting Jim Crow, not counting redlining, not counting the black codes, but
So
just post slavery alone and slavery, that's well deserved for Black Americans to get reparations. But but
right.
but at the same time, man, it's a systematic um, it's a systematic procedures, man, to keep us at a certain level, man. Right now, we in the bottom of the wealth gap, man. Right? We in the bottom of the wealth gap. A lot of that is due to policies that America actually put against us, man. So I'm gonna land my plane right there.
So do you think by us not getting our fair share of reparation and homestead rights back when they gave them to all the white people back in the late 1800s? Do you think that have put us on a better playing field right now if we would have got it along with them, or if we would get reparation even now that have put us on a better playing field to catch up with these white folks. We know we ain't gonna never pass them, but at least catch up to give us a more fair ground to be successful.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, reparations and the reparations is old trillions. They said like around 22 trillion at minimum. It could be more that they owe. Not counting back pay, but yeah, it'll definitely close a wealth gap, because what we doing right now, we're gonna stay in the wealth gap forever, man, and it's going to get worse.
Yeah,
It's not going to get any better, man. Especially with this homeless problem right now, especially with the prison system right now, man. You know what I mean? They constantly, stacking different policies. So we gotta do something, man.
Well, like I said, D and I talked about this, and me and you ain't really never get into it, Josh. But like I said, I agree with y'all. I mean, I ain't saying reparation is not needed. I mean, yeah, give it to them. But how? How do you see? See, we all keep talking about what the problem is, and we all keep talking about what should be done, but no one is giving the solution to make it work. I want y'all to give me the solution so I can agree with y'all. Not that I agree with y'all, because I agree with y'all. Yeah, that we should get it as ancestors and descendants of people that was brought over here against their will. Yes, we should get it. Tell me what and how to do it is what I want to know from y'all.
I think it should start with third and fourth generation from your ancestors of people who they should start giving reparation to. If your forefathers, let's just say your great grandparents or grandfather was born into slavery, then from people on up from that point should get the reparation. Now, I do agree it should be a cutoff time period or cutoff age. Like I would think people from, let's just say, from example, from 45 on up should get the reparations. And whatever they get for reparations, they have to share with their people, with their kids and things like that, grandkids. But I don't think everybody should get them, because everybody just ain't a direct descendant, especially third or fourth generation, from people who was actually into slavery. So 20-year-olds, hell no. 30-year-olds, hell no. Why not? Because, like I say, they should be direct descendants from people that was born into slavery from third and fourth generations ago.
Nah, that not gonna work, man.
Like where the government ain't gonna just give everybody no reparation. It's gonna have to be a cutoff line somewhere. So they not gonna just. I mean, hell, in that case, you might as well say little babies get them too. Then, so where's gonna be the cutoff line for what citizens, what African Americans, what Black Americans get reparation?
My thing is, wherever the Native Indians got, we should get land grants, tax free, money. And I'm not sure how much they get per month, but it's the Indians right now getting compensated per month, and we paying it from my tax dollars. You know what I mean? So I'm not for sure how the deadlines if it's a cutoff, or if a 20-some-year-old Indian family that getting reparation have a kid, do that kid have it? Get reparations too in today's world? But if they do, yeah, we should get that too.
But I believe they get. I believe they get reparation. I believe they get reparation and things like that when they stay on the reservations. Not if they stay out in the open free world, but when they stay on the Indian reservations, Native American reservations. First of all, we have to get our own land for us to even qualify for that. I believe if an Indian person, Native American, if they stay out in the free world, I'm not for sure about this, but I don't believe they get all them tax breaks and things you talking about.
Well, wherever the Indians got, we should get, and more.
And more.
Serious, man.
Why you think more?
Just simple because we built this country, man. Also, a lot of people don't realize, man, it was already melanated people already here.
Yeah, I mean,
It was
yeah.
only 3%, 3 to 5% of the slave ships came here to the Americas.
Yeah,
The rest of them went to the Caribbean and to the UK.
yeah.
Only three. So if it's supposed to be millions of slaves here in America, that means, and it's already proven that it was melanated people already here on this land. The Indians that getting reparations now, a lot of them are $5 Indians, man. When y'all get a chance, look up the doll rolls. I'm not sure how you spell it, but
I'm about to ask you, what is a $5 Indian?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask that same question. What's a $5 Indian?
A $5 Indian is pretty much white people that signed the doll rolls. It's a list of families that's supposed to get claimed for reparations for Indians. It was white families that paid $5 back then. $5 was a lot of money. Paid $5 just so to get on the list. And a lot of the Indians today are white people, man. Man, I forget what that one politician. She just came out and said she was an Indian. She had glasses. I gotta look up her name so the next time we talk to everything, man. But man, she came out. Matter of fact, she ran her whole politician, her whole politics was about her being Indian. And then they checked her background, come find out she's white.
Hold on,
man.
You sure that's not okay? Well, she may have been Indian. I thought that was the same one that said she was black, but it may have been Indian. But
she was
I forget her name.
That's two different ones. I know the one you're talking about. Okay, she was black.
Okay, the professor. She was the one that was teaching in school or professor or something. But okay.
Yeah,
okay.
No, this was a politician, and throughout her political career, she would claim she was running off that off of her being Indian and stuff, and she white, blonde, blue eyes, man. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well.
Yeah. So you have a lot of $5 Indians. Yeah. You get some that's traditional Indians, but they're the Indians that that's from the Asian countries, because you have your Moors that travel a lot, and then you have your Asians that's also travel a lot, and they sell land in certain areas. But the Indians today, they talking about the Indians that's had that Asian descent in them. And I forget what they call it. It started with M. But I mean, the next time we talk to everything, I don't have my notes ready and everything. But those the Asian looking Indians, and then they got mixed up with the darker skinned Indians and all that. Then they became red skin and all that. But with the doll rolls, it's real deep, man. It's real deep, man. $5. Look that stuff up, man. $5 Indians, and it's the doll rolls, and pretty much the list of families that's supposed to claim for reparations, man. They got mixed up on that shit.
Okay. Well, D. Lamar, before we move on to another subject, can you answer this question for me about reparations? Should it be land? Should it be money? What's your thoughts?
It should be part of each thing. It should be some land and it should be some money.
And you think that by giving us land and giving us money, it honestly and earnestly will, decrease the wealth gap between us?
I think it will, but it also depends on what the family or the individual do with the land and the money. You know, us as black people or niggas, we tend to fuck shit up, especially when it's given to us.
Exactly.
So it just depends. But once again, it's our choice to fuck it up or use it wisely. At least give us the choice to do it. Don't just not give us something that we supposed to have got back years ago, century ago. Let us dictate it. If we're gonna fuck it up and give it back to y'all, let us at least fuck it up and give it back to y'all.
Exactly, man. At
Mhm.
least
So,
give us a chance. You know what I
but
mean?
give
At
us a
least
chance, opportunity.
give us what is owed to us, and we fuck it off, then so be it, right? Because
Okay.
speaking of fucking it off, it's a lot of Indians that fucks their money off too. They
Hell
Oh
drunk,
yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
alcoholics,
They
Yeah.
gamble.
and all that
They
stuff
they
too.
gamble their money. Go to the
Yep.
to the
Casino.
brothel.
Yeah, the brothel,
Yeah.
the
Casino,
casinos. Yeah.
brothel. They drink their money away. So
Yeah.
let us determine we want to fuck our money up or we want to make good investments with that
So
money.
yeah, so yeah, exactly, man. So I totally agree with that, man. Like the ones that gonna fuck it up, they gonna fuck it up. The ones that gonna do good with it, they gonna do good with it. They're gonna invest it. They're gonna create, generational wealth with it. The ones that fuck it up, I ain't worried about them, man. They gonna fuck it up regardless.
Right. If they
Look
money
at these
hungry, money greedy,
lottery winners, man. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Some people that win lotteries, they do good with it. They invest it. You know what I mean? But the ones that don't, they fuck it off and they give it back to the actual system. You know what I mean? But that's their
Yeah.
choice to do it.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, with that being said, everybody, we want your thoughts on that too. What do y'all feel about reparation? How should we get it? Money, land, both, like as they both eloquently said, or should we just not worry about it? I'm not going. I don't have no more to say on it because, like I said, I'm cool with what they said. I just want to see the solution. I'm just tired of talking about the problems. We've been talking about the problems for 400
Now,
years. Come on now, let's talk about the
now let me
solution.
ask you. Let me
Well,
ask you
well,
something.
well, hold on. I don't mean to cut you off, Josh, but
Uh,
actually, it ain't been 400
I
years.
know it ain't been 400 years. I know.
the
I know it ain't been
It, it,
400 years. I know.
right. It was since Lincoln was in president.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
but
yeah.
let me say something. Oh, go
Mhm.
ahead, Josh. I don't want to lose my thought, but go ahead and say what you're going to say.
Well, one thing. Have y'all heard of Dr. Claude Anderson?
I may have, but you got to tell me what he or
So,
she
so
talked
Dr.
about.
Claude Anderson, he been talking about this for years, for pretty much for over 40 years. He went to Congress for it and all that stuff, man. Went to Congress for it. So a lot of times, man, we have to kind of demand certain things. I'm not sure he was demanding. I know he had the knowledge about it, but I don't think he was demanding about it. And then also, it wasn't social media either. Now we have social media. We can create our own media throughout this and have a hashtag or whatever, and then demand these politicians to do right because they know it's old. They know it's a wealth gap. They gotta do right, man. But yeah, let me ask you something. So Gary, do you think it's actually old, or do you actually think we're going to get it, or do you actually think it's not owed to us?
Well, I'm not gonna say it's not old because I do remember the 40 acres and the mule and all that good stuff. Yeah, it's definitely old because like D said, we helped build this country. The country was built off of black people's backs. We already know that. Ain't no ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Were we paid for it? No. So yes, we didn't have a minimum wage back then because we were property. We were sold at will or whatever. Yes, they do owe us something. Yes. So I totally agree with you. Yes, like I said, I don't disagree with that because I totally agree that yes, they owe us something. But how do you put a number on something like that? Those people, and I say those people because it wasn't us, those people, our ancestors, bruh, how do you put a money amount on what they went through from the hangings
Mhm.
to the whippings to the cutting off the man's Peter Whacker in front of people or
Yeah,
having sex with him in front of the other slaves to demasculate him and all of that kind of thing. How do you put a price on that? You know what I'm saying?
it's priceless. It's
Giving me land and
priceless,
giving me
man.
money
Yeah,
ain't got nothing to do with that. That's
right.
crazy.
Yeah, it's priceless. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I think even though when we do get our money, it no amount of money that can justify, what our ancestors been through. You know what I mean? But at least it will close that wealth gap that will actually improve generations to come. You know what I mean? Because we definitely got to do something, man. Because these politicians ain't going to do it until the grassroots bring it up and demand it.
Right.
Oh, okay. Well, like I said, that's cool. That's cool. So, like I said, let's just see, whoever listens to this podcast, let's see what their ideas are and what their thoughts are. So that's cool with me too. Let's just see what other people think, and especially, the younger generation, the ones that are out there now, who's going to be in Washington in the next, 15 to 20 years. They're going to be running Washington because we're going to be too old, and the ones that are not going to die out. So, and as you know, like Nancy Pelosi, what's her name? Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah.
You see how she says she gonna still be in Congress, but you see she's stepping down. So it's gonna be some new blood. It probably won't be no young blood, but we know some new blood is coming. So we don't know what tomorrow gonna bring us. But we're gonna step into another subject that is kind of near and dear to me, and the old cliche: do black men cheat? so it's not really do black men cheat, but we're going to talk about cheating, period. So we're going to take a break. I got to get me some more water because my throat is dry. So we'll be back in a minute, y'all. Peace. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Like I said, this is your boy, Uncle G. I'm sitting here with my boy, Joshua Brown, and my other brother, D. Lamar. Hey, we just been talking about a lot of, different things going on right now and things that are trending. But before I left, I said, I want to talk about cheating. Now, I know I did that old cliche, do black men cheat? I'm talking about general, cheating in general. But I heard on another podcast, this guy was talking about cheating, and he made the comment that he, even though he cheated, he does not think he was wrong. It doesn't make him a bad guy because he cheated. He says that if you tell the girl that you cheated and she didn't catch you cheating, but if you told her you was cheating, that makes you a bad guy because you did not consider her feelings. So I guess my question is, if we cheat in silence and don't get caught, are we bad guys?
Yeah, hell yeah, we bad guys. Morally wrong, hell yeah, and principle wrong. Yeah.
So
I think morally, and depending on what type of relationship you in too, right? I think morally you are, you know what I mean? But are you like a bad person, like in general? No. But morally, yeah. You know
because the guy also went on to say he cheated for his gratification. It wasn't that he didn't love the girl. It wasn't that the girl's not satisfying him. It wasn't none of that. He just wanted his own personal satisfaction. So that's why he felt like cheating was a good thing to do, and he's not a bad person for doing it.
I mean,
Now-
most men cheat for their own personal gratification.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know no man that don't cheat for their own personal gratification.
Some people, these days, man, they cheat for sport.
Oh, for sport, yeah, it's a game. It's a game
I
to
know
them.
back in the day, how many numbers we're going to get? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey man, let me tell you something. I think it's in a man's nature to cheat or be with multiple women at one time, or 1 or 2, 3 women the same day or in the same week. I think it's in our nature. I honestly think it's in our God-given DNA that men are supposed to be with more than one woman.
And you saying that in the sense of, it's not that they don't love the person, it's just in our nature.
Exactly.
And,
I think it's in our nature.
And then at the same time, I believe you can love more than one woman at the same time.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
truly love her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, can you afford them? That's a different story. You know what I mean? But I believe you can fall in love with a few different females at the same time, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Is that on a boyfriend girlfriend level or a wifey level?
Both.
Yeah, both.
Well, I know you
I
into
think both.
polygamy. I mean, D. Lamar, I know you like polygamy anyway. So I know you
Exactly.
totally agree with it. But
Exactly. Because different woman brings different things to the table. And I don't
Yeah.
think you're gonna find that whole full characteristic out of one woman that you would get out of another woman. So I think one woman could have 10 great characteristics about herself, and you find another
Mhm.
woman that has the other seven characteristics that you like. You might find a third woman that had the other remaining 2 or 3 characteristics. And with them 3 women, you make a build your perfect woman.
so is it sex or is it love?
It's love. It ain't just sex.
Okay. Okay.
I think it's love. I think it's full. It's the full all around woman. I don't know if y'all remember that movie back in the days when we was younger called Weird Science.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember, but I forget the plot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 2 teenagers, they built a perfect woman. They
Right.
was computer geeks, and they built a perfect woman on a computer by everything. So that
Yeah.
perfect woman they built, that they describe the characteristics, the body, the size of the body, all the physical attributes, the everything. They built that perfect woman. But they was able to make that perfect woman because it was a first of all, it was a fictional movie, and it was they was kids, they was
Mm.
teenagers, so they built a perfect woman. So I think through 2 women or 3 women or whatever, I think you can make and build your own perfect woman. And I
Was
think
it?
it's love. It ain't just sex.
Yeah. Wasn't even though they built a perfect woman, that perfect woman wasn't perfect to him or something like that? Because I think the plot of the story is it's really ain't no, in reality, it really ain't no perfect woman. It's it's what type of relationship you in, and how you can figure things out throughout the relationship. If I remember right.
Yeah.
Well, no,
You know what I
they
mean?
plot wasn't like that because they was only kids. They was only teenagers. They plot was they wanted to build a perfect woman that do whatever they say, and they want to become popular where it was because they was
Right.
nerds.
Yeah.
So that woman made them popular. She went and she threw parties for them at their house, and people was like, "Oh man, they got this nice
Oh, okay.
fine woman." So it wasn't nothing like as far as saying that it's really not a perfect woman. They want to be
Okay.
popular, so they built her for their own beneficial
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
gains.
and some
Well,
countries, man, they 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 have what's that word?
polygamy. Polygamy.
Polygamy.
Yeah, that word. Yeah,
Yeah.
they have that, man, and it seemed like they doing all right. I
Well,
forget that one dude, um, Brother Polite. Y'all know who that is,
Oh yeah,
Brother
yeah.
Brother
From
Polite.
poor righteous teachers.
Um, I don't think he's from he's one of those guys. He's a conscious guy, but I don't know.
He was a rapper. He rapped
Was he
back in the days. He was
Brother
a
Polite?
rapper.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't
brother
know that.
polite. He was in the group Poor Righteous Teachers.
Oh, you know what? I did not know that, man. I know who Poor Righteous Teachers is, but I know that. Oh, I didn't know that, man. Okay, that's the
Yeah.
guy conscious stuff, but he's kind of flashy. That's the same guy.
I don't know him all from what he do now, but I know po, polite. I know he's Poor Righteous Teachers.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know. But if that's the same guy, I think he got 3 or 4 wives, and
mm.
all of them, and he got like different businesses, and all of them contribute to the businesses. Some of the wives have their own businesses, and they contribute to the household, man. And it seemed like they,
Okay.
according to social media, it seemed like they living a good life, man. You know, he's kind of flashy. He wear all the best stuff and go on vacations to these exotic places. So
I'm not familiar with his podcast. What you talking about? But
I'm not sure he had a podcast, but he's on social media though.
is he's slim, dark
Yeah,
skinned?
yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
okay. I didn't even know that. Okay,
Well, that's good to
that's
know.
cool.
I didn't know either, but okay. So I guess to wrap up the cheating thing, it really is just a thing. It shouldn't be a big deal, is what y'all telling me. cheating honestly should not be a big deal, or is it more bigger to us as men or bigger to women?
Well, it's a
It all
big
depends
deal.
on. Oh, go
Uh,
ahead.
I about to say it's a big deal when you don't already have that agreement and an
Yeah,
understanding with the
yeah.
person that you're dealing with. Cheating is a big deal, but when you
Mhm.
have an understanding that, look here, baby, let us have this open relationship or this polygamous relationship, or we could see other people, then it's not a big deal because it's open. But when it's not open, yeah, of course, that shit a big deal. Hell
You
yeah,
start lying, hiding stuff.
yeah,
You know what I mean? That when you get your windows broke, your tires
Yeah.
slashed and stuff like
yeah.
that because you wasn't honest from the get go. I
Okay.
believe if you were honest from the get go, maybe half the time, maybe the female will agree. You know what I mean?
Right,
But if you don't
exactly.
bring that to the table, you know what I mean, with like being an open relationship or a swinger or whatever you want to call it, if you don't bring that to the table, then man, it could be dangerous, man.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It
I
could be
know.
dangerous, man. It's all about the communication, and I get it with the man point of view. You know, they scared to lose the female. They don't want to, have the female look at it at a different way. So, granted, the guy got to have his needs, but hey, the female's got to have her needs too.
Yeah.
So what if the shoes is on the other foot? She start cheating and stuff. She start hiding stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
it do seem like guys act
communication,
more of a
man.
fool when they know their girl cheating on them. It seems like they can go cheat, but as soon as they find out their girl cheating,
Yeah,
whoo,
yeah, man.
they lose
So
their mind.
a lot of times, man, before you get into the relationship, you gotta communicate to see what type of relationship it is, or you probably could be monogamous at the beginning, and then venture off to be an open relationship to spice
Yeah,
up the marriage. You know
yeah,
what I mean? I see a lot of swingers
Bless.
go that route. They monogamous at the beginning, and then as they got older, they want to spice the relationship up. They become swingers or whatever you
okay.
want to call it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So let me ask you this: have y'all heard about that situation that went on down in Miami a few weeks ago about the young lady who is from New York? She was born a male. She decided to become a female, moved to Miami, and got into the exotic entertainment industry and caused a big stir down that way. Y'all know anything about that?
Nah, I hadn't heard it.
Yeah, I heard about it when you told me about it.
So, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, what happened? What happened?
You want to tell them, D, or you want me to
Explain to the
stand
audience.
upon it?
Yeah,
We got
yeah, yeah.
audience
Because
too.
basically, I thought you told her when you said it, but that's what happened. She started exploring a lot of people, like entertainers or rappers or athletes, about they had sex with her, and I guess it was told or said that the strip club she worked at, they have about what 70-80%
Yeah.
of transsexuals that work there, but I believe it's the transsexuals that's post-op, so they have the full surgery, not just top part, but everything is cut off to them being a female.
Now, is it advertised that they transsexual?
No, no.
Uh,
No,
And I'm not
so it's
going to
not
say, no, I'm not going to say the club on here. I'm not going to say
I
the
would be
name of the club.
pissed.
And I'm not going to say the name of the club. And I'm not going to even say her name. But it's on
Well, tell
social
me
media. So if
offline so
y'all
I
looking
know,
for it, it's
man.
out there. Supposedly, her situation in her mind, she exploited them. See, and I'm still trying to get the story because why she mad at them, I don't know. But she want to call them gay and she want to call them on the DL, but she never told them she was a transsexual. She never said nothing about it. And then a lot of people are saying you don't have a dick because she actually got hers cut off. She is full fledged woman now. You know what I'm saying? So we're like, so how can you call this man gay or on the DL, and why are you exposing all these men if they didn't even know you wasn't a woman from the beginning? But if you see the picture, every now and then, some of her pictures, she has a hard look, and then there's other pictures out there you would have thought she was a baddie. Yeah, especially in a nightclub and you'd have been
Probably
drinking
have
and it's
filters
dark.
on.
No,
Yeah.
no, no, no.
I had no filters.
No, they not the ones I seen, not the pictures I seen. You could get food. You could get food, especially if she ain't got no dick.
Is she black or
She's Spanish. She's Spanish.
Spanish?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
she got
Some
that
Spanish,
exotic look. She got
yeah,
that
some
exotic
Spanish
look.
females, some Asian females, man. They could trick you, man.
Yeah.
They could trick you, but a lot of times you gotta look at their mannerisms too. You know what I mean? You gotta see, and you know what? They got the surgery where you can shave off the
Shave. Yeah. You shave
Afro
it off.
rapper, man.
Yeah,
I
you
like,
shave it off.
man,
Yeah. And
boy,
this
this
girl, she got small hands, she got small feet. So she's not the average big buff brother, you know what I'm saying? So she was fooling a lot of people. So what do? You go to this popular strip club in South Beach, Miami, and you get down there, and 60% of the women are transsexual, never said anything. But how does that make you feel when you leave the club? You done spent all your money, you've been rubbing on this girl, she been in your lap. How do you feel about that? How does it make you feel?
Shit, it make me feel like I want to go back and commit a crime. Because simply I feel deceived and
Mhm.
deception. I feel like my I guess my manhood of me being a male trying to enjoy myself with a natural born organic female, it feel like they're being compromised. Now, if me and this person have already did something, I can't do nothing about that. But it will make me want to commit a crime and probably retaliate in somehow, some way. And I honestly, I probably would go as far as see if I can file some kind of legal grievance against this person, because I believe that should be some kind of lawsuit of a person deceiving you to doing something with somebody that they actually not.
Well, now think about it. Now, like a lot of transsexuals say, they don't think it's their place to tell you that, especially in the beginning, because they know how some men react when they find out. But so should there be a time limit on it if you're going to get serious, or if it's just a fly by night? Now you saying if it's anything sexual, you should tell me before it gets sexual. Is what you're saying?
If I met you like in a strip club, and I understand most of these women's in there trying to get their money, so they're not going to disclose all that, their sexuality, what they was born, what they this and that. I understand that. But if it goes farther than outside that strip club, or we wind up in a VIP room or something, even if they don't want to tell me that they something or the other, they can at least make up something like, "Oh, I can't do nothing. It's that time of the month," or say something just to discourage me from doing anything further.
Okay, but
You
is it
know,
a real? I mean, I know it wasn't born a woman, but not yet. I'm sorry, she wasn't born a woman, but she doesn't have a male part anymore. So should it matter?
yeah,
Why should
hell
it
yeah, it should
matter?
matter. It
Why?
should matter because it's my choice if I want to screw. Formerly was a man, now as a woman. To me, I think that violates my civil rights. You, you
Your
know how
civil
that
rights, huh?
Yeah, my civil rights, just like how the LBGTOPQ community.
See. Now you're gonna cause us
They,
some problems. Now, see, now we're gonna get boycotted because now you're not
hey
getting it
man, hey man, I'm just saying,
right.
just like they want their rights and want to be respected. People that's straight heterosexual have their rights too. So I think that's a civil right violation. And just like I don't know if y'all remember that it's some kind of law that they brought out back in the days where if a person with HIV don't disclose to their partner that they got it, and they fucking them raw, that they can actually go to jail for. I don't know if it was attempted manslaughter or attempted murder. It was a charge like that. So I think in a court of law, it should be a charge with a man perpetrating himself as a woman that's not biological, and without them disclosing it, telling them. I think it should be some kind of it should be some kind of form of charge that they should be able to, that we can go to court and charge you with.
And Josh, what's your thoughts on?
I totally agree, man. I totally agree because, man, if I paid all my hard-earned money to get into the club to actually get a lap dance, drinks, and my focus is I want to see a God-given female dancing. I want to see a transvestite dancing. I want to see a formerly known man come up to me portraying or cosplaying as a female. If I know you cosplaying as a female, I don't request my money back. I'm gonna say, wait, hold up. All these cosplayers, all these females is cosplayers as a female, and I paid my cover charge. No, I want my money now. You know what I mean?
Hey
Now,
Johnson, tell me what cosplaying is.
Cosplaying is basically characters, right? It's either a known character or it could be a character that you made up, right? It could be a cartoon character. Like the big cosplay is Velma from Scooby Doo.
Right.
Some females they cosplay, or they could be anime cartoons. You know those Japanese cartoons. Some females they dress like that. You know, put certain makeups to make their eyes chinky and stuff. You know, you just portraying a character.
Okay.
So if I'm walking into a strip club thinking I'm actually giving my hard-earned money to an actual female with a nice natural fat ass, because me personally, I like the natural fat ass, but evidently it's gonna be some fakeness to it if you portray it to be, you know what I mean? It would piss me off. But lucky to me, my gaydar is pretty good. It's pretty good, man. But
a
these days,
transsexual
man,
ain't gay though. A transsexual is not gay. A transsexual person is not gay. I'm only telling you. A transsexual is not gay. They believe they believe they are that sexuality or that gender. I mean, they believe that they are that gender, so they don't consider themselves gay.
So if they not gay, why are they up in the alphabet club?
I said, see,
man. They
but
part
you
of the
gotta
same
remember,
category.
even in that community, they have some bias towards each other. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the queers and you know and the bisexuals and stuff like that.
And I think that's what the confusion lies too, man. That what the confusion is about, because if you formerly known as a man or was born as a man, and then you start dressing up as a female, regardless if you have your staff or not, and so therefore, are you interested in men or girls? So if you dress it, so that is so confusing.
I'm gonna tell you.
So
Chris Jenner, not Chris Jenner, Bruce Jenner, who is now Caitlyn Jenner, he does not like men. Caitlyn Jenner does not like men. He loved women. He just no. He said it. He said he loved being a woman because that's what he feels like he is. He considers himself a lesbian.
No, man. He was dating a brother, dog.
I'm only telling you what he said. A
black dude, man.
I'm only telling you what he said. No. Chris Jenner is his wife. His ex-wife is her. Yeah, she's dating a black guy.
Because, man, when y'all get a chance, man, look at Bruce Jenner, whoever his name is.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Caitlyn Jenner boyfriend. It's a black dude, man.
I'm gonna have to pull that one up because like I said, because
black dude. And I'm like, damn, all of them dating black people, except for that one,
the oldest
one female.
The oldest one, she's married to Scott, which is a white boy.
No, well, she was married to him, but
they divorced now. Yeah, they divorced. Yeah,
but who knows? I'm really watching that. But see, my thing is, man, but see, then again, man, like when I went overseas, some clubs, man, you could tell some females are gay and I mean are transsexuals, right? Are
Yeah,
transsexuals.
you remember?
But
You
that
remember
when
when we
my
went to that club in
yeah,
Mexico, in Tijuana, and we saw some of them up in there.
yeah, and my gaydar went off, right? Or transsexual radar, whatever you want to call it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I know she wasn't a biological female, man, because the way she was displayed, the way she looked, the way she was kind of her
Her
mannerisms.
mannerism, yeah.
You know what I mean? I can almost tell. I'm like, okay, man, something don't feel right, man. You know what I
Right.
mean? A lot of times I go off a vibe, man. I say, man, nah, something don't feel right with her, man.
Yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
see, like that female that you were saying, Uncle G, that worked in that club. I feel that if she deceives somebody like that, and the club owners know that they got
Mm-hmm.
women like that deceiving, I feel that the club ought to be sued also for
Yeah.
deceiving their customers into doing it. Because when a person going to a club, a strip club, men, we automatically already think like, oh, we going here to see some bad bitches. We going to see some females. We know it's not really across. It's not really coming across our mind that we going there to see a
Mm-hmm.
possible man, a
Yeah.
possible woman
Yeah.
that was a man. That's not.
Yeah.
That's one of the farthest things from our mind because we going to see some butt ass naked women.
Yeah.
And then also some of the guys, you know, they be high, they be
High,
drunk.
drunk. Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's easy to get deceived because you're not really aware.
Right.
I mean, I don't get high or I don't even drink a lot, you know, out in public. But man, my radar is on, man. And I like, wait, hold up. Who is this? I'm like, oh, she a cosplayer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
There ain't no real. She's a character, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm with yeah, man. I'm with D, man. You know, if the strip club or the club know that there's some transsexuals activities over there, man, they need to display that, man. And who knows, man, they may get a group of guys that's into that, man, because
Yeah.
there's some guys that's into that. They actually into that. You know what I mean? So who knows, man? They may get another group of, or what you could do, I mean, well, I kind of sort of into separation, you know what I mean? But you can separate the club. One side is transsexuals, the other side is just females, man, just so it won't be no confusion. You know what I mean? Because overseas, when I went to what was that? Dubai? I think it was Dubai. We had went to this one club, man. Nice, sexy looking females, man. One club had beautiful Russian females, right? On the other side, they had beautiful Asian females. Now, I'm not sure they meant to do that, but one side, if you into Russian females, you go on that side. If you into Asian females, you go over their side. Now, the Russian females, it was one of those clubs that you had to pay. You know what I mean? They were a little bit more expensive than the Asian females. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But you could do one of those, man. You know what I mean?
Well, I agree with you now.
Divide the club in half if that's the case.
I
You know
did
what I
pull up
mean?
what you was talking about when it comes to Caitlyn Jenner, but the article states, Caitlyn Jenner, I am not gay. I'm heterosexual. But she said that, hey, in her mind, there is no such thing as sexuality in her mind anyway.
So
But
she
she
bisexual.
dates everything. Yeah, she
Yeah.
dates everything. So it's all good. But anyway,
She
I see you on
pansexual
the
or whatever. Yeah.
yeah, pansexual. And oh man, there's so me and D was going through the list. There's so many different sexualities right now. Man, it's too
And,
many for us to name on this show right now.
and they wonder why people confused, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just keep it simple, man. Oh, you're a cosplayer. You're a dude that dress up like a female, putting the makeup on and stuff, but you was born as a dude. Whether you identify as a female, you dress it up with a female, but you got male parts.
All right. Does it
I'm
make you
curious.
gay? Does it make you gay if you go to a cross dresser show?
In my eyes, it do
Why?
because it's telling me you want to see something, a cross dresser. You want to see a man dressed like a
Talking about like
woman.
a drag
Why you?
show? You talking about
Yeah,
a
like a
drag show?
drag show. I mean, to
Yeah.
me, that's like entertainment, though. That's entertainment. I mean, because I love me some RuPaul. RuPaul cool as fuck.
Right.
Well, you my boy and my god brothers, but that's questionable activities.
Now see,
Yeah.
now at the same time with these plays, man, you have Tyler Perry dressing up as a female. You know what I mean? He's transsexual, even though he had credible. You know what I mean? It's some things in the news, you know, about his sexuality. But I mean, be honest with you, I really don't care, man. Wherever you swing to, that's you, man. You know what I mean? But keep in mind, Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Does that make you
Well, I
gay?
mean,
Wesley Snipes. I mean, Wesley Snipes,
Yeah,
Kurt Russell,
yeah,
all of them, Wu Tang, whatever that movie was called. I mean, it was entertainment to me. It was just a funny bit that they were doing. You know what I'm saying? Wanda, Jamie Foxx, Wanda was funny. Your girl, Martin, you know what I'm saying? What was his counterpart?
Shanae.
Yeah, it's just funny
Yeah,
to me. That's why I wouldn't mind going to see that because it's just funny shit.
yeah. And to my understanding, usually those shows, those drag queen shows, is a pretty good show.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I hear they're pretty
I
cool
never
shows.
been, and I'm not planning on going
Well, Kendall
unless I
want
don't
me to
have
go
nothing
to
to do and
one.
somebody pay my way. I like, okay, let's try it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Kendall wants me to go to one, so I'm gonna go because I just want to see the entertainment. It's not that I'm
Yeah,
going there because I'm attracted to what they look like. I want to see the Diana Rosses. I want to see the Beyoncés. You know what I'm saying? The Patti LaBelle's that they be acting. I just want to see the show.
that's good. You enjoy yourself. And
yeah, yeah.
on that note, I have a meeting I have to go to. Fellas, it was nice talking to y'all.
All right,
And
everybody. You heard my boy D Lamar, and like I said, you got Joshua Brown. I'm your boy Uncle G. Hey, we had a good first pilot episode. We want y'all to tell us what y'all think about it. Hey, Josh, what's the saying? They need to like, share. What's the whole saying for it?
Oh, they need to like, share, and put something in the comments so we
All
know what y'all
right.
think.